Hey MVPs and TikTok world and Patreon and everybody else. Thanks for being here. UFC 299, it's Saturday, and the fight card's pretty loaded. You see there are 5 fights on the main card, and then the prelims are pretty long. There's early prelims highlighted by Cute Leba here, Cute Leba against Linz. And by the way, monster of a man, just so we're clear. And then you've got the actual prelim card over here. So what I want to talk about first is we did go 11-0 on the last card. Congratulations. This card's going to be extremely difficult to go undefeated. There's a lot of pick'em fights. There's a lot of coin flips, if you will. And it's going to be difficult to identify who's winning. Careful with your parlays. Take your time. Listen to the analysis closely. The first fight is always free. If you see it here, I have Maycee Barber winning this fight, hands down. This is my lock of the whole card. So whatever you do, you can parlay Maycee Barber with it and hope it works out, right? Because I believe Maycee Barber's winning that fight. So that being said, let's talk about the first fight of the night, and that being Joanne Wood, and it all depends on how you want to say her name, Maryna Moroz or Maryna Moroz. But check it out, dude. I want to show you guys something. This is Maryna Moroz here. Now, I think this photo's Photoshop. Just so you guys know, what she's known for is taking really nice photos offline. Now, I have it on the corner here because I don't have it in the full screen for you guys. I guess I can do this. How's that work? But whenever she's in the cage and I watch her, she doesn't look anything like these pictures. She's, yes, she's got a OnlyFans, maybe Instagram, something that shows off for all of her stuff. But it's all, I think it's Photoshopped. I think it's terrible. Okay. That being said, I don't ever pick fighters based on their beauty and how good they look. I don't think she looks that good in the cage. I don't think she's all that hot. Just so we're aware, we know what we're tracking with. These are 2 older fighters, Joanne Wood and Moroz. I apologize. I got an ad auto playing. I can't have that. That sucks. I apologize. Nonetheless, Joanne Wood has been fighting a long time. These 2 fought back in 2015. And when they fought, they were both undefeated prospects coming up the ranks. And then they just killed the Joanne Wood hype train. And for Joanne Wood, she is a good fighter. But I think the announcers are always so biased towards her because they want her to win. They want her to be good. I believe this is her final fight before she retires. She's been fighting a long-ass time. Obviously, Moroz has been fighting a long time. But she was really young in that fight. She won the fight. It was a submission. I think it was an arm triangle. I got to go back and look at it. I was watching fights this morning between these, or for both of these women. I watched 3 fights each just to kind of jog my memory on their skill sets and how good they are. I know who they are. I watch them fight all the time. What I hate about Moroz over here is she's a shadow boxer. She never gets in the pocket. She's never close enough to land anything. She just stays on the outside, kind of touches you up. She does all the right combos. She makes this really weird sound when she punches, like she thinks she's a boxer or something, but she's bringing no damage. She's doing nothing of the sort. Her last fight, if I can bring up their fight records here, Moroz, her last fight against Karina Silva, literally 1 second left in the fight, and the round would have been over. No heart, caught in a guillotine, and you tap with 1 second left. Dude, just fucking pass out. No need to tap. It's ridiculous. But she did get sat down. I mean, and I'm talking about sat down with a punch straight to the face, a cross that just landed right on her chin. She was going to lose this fight if you ask me. She didn't have enough damage and enough strength. A decision loss to Jennifer Maia. No hate there. It's fine. And then you see her winning these submissions, these rear naked chokes, these decisions unanimously, all this stuff. I went back and watched it. She doesn't beat championship level fighters. And this loss down here to Valerie, this is right after beating Joanne Wood. If you guys didn't know, the Valerie then gets knocked out in her next fight against Joanne Wood. So it's just one of those things where maybe Joanne Wood just had a fluke loss, but Joanne Wood does have fluke losses from time to time. I just want to make this very clear. She normally doesn't win 2 fights in a row. You can look around here. She won all these fights early, and then since then on, since she got to the UFC, this hasn't happened in a long time. And she just loses every now and then. Boom, loses. And the way she loses is by submission. It's just crazy. Decision and submission, and got submitted by Moroz. Moroz is a good submission artist. I don't necessarily know if that's going to happen in this fight. Wood is 40, or she's about to be 40. I'm really torn on who to pick for this fight. It seems like a coin flip once again. Just two ladies who kind of fight. I wouldn't bet on this fight to save my life. I would not. But I know you degenerates. You guys need to put some juice on it. So I have Wood at plus 176. I think that's crazy odds for where we're at. It'd be financially irresponsible not to bet on her. So we're going with Joanne Wood for this fight. What I want to say about it is it's a value bet. You shouldn't parlay these with anything. If you're taking our value bets, we're at 11 for 11. One unit, and you either flip it or you don't, right? And you're getting really good money here, so I wouldn't even go a full unit. I would go a little lighter. But I feel like Maryna Moroz is supposed to win this fight. She's Ukrainian. She looks tough and angry. She always looks focused and all this stuff. And Joanne Wood was that prodigy. But for me, Moroz is supposed to win the fight, yes. But minus 230 is just way too high to actually tell you to start parlaying it with things. Because minus 230 means you can't bet on this fight straight up. That means you got to parlay it with something. And I don't believe in Moroz to that extent to parlay it with other things. Now, Moroz can get a takedown, win 2 rounds, all that shit everybody always talks about. But for me, you're getting good value for Wood. She's game. She's there to fight. And maybe she wins 2 fights in a row for the first time in a long time, and she goes out on a win and wins for her career, for her pride. I'm hoping that's how it goes. It's going to be a tough night for us on some of these coin flips. Be careful. You don't have to bet on every fight. Pick and choose them wisely. I probably wouldn't bet on this fight just because the threat of submission is there. So if you're going to pick Moroz to win the fight, you might get more value. It's not there right now. They don't give you other options. But a better option for Moroz on fight day, on Saturday, it'll be there. Go pick Moroz to win by decision or submission. It's a 2-parter that you can pick if you wanted to pick on her. And you'll probably get much better odds. Decision and submission are there for Moroz. But for me, money line, it's just irresponsible not to take Wood at plus 176 right now. That's what it feels like. Like I said, I break down every single fight and every matchup. I apologize that this one isn't as clean and crisp and clear-cut and decisive, like, here's who's winning the fight. I can't do that with this one. I can't do that with several of them, so careful with that. If you're an MVP, you're going to see the breakdown of every single fight on the card. If you're not an MVP, you're just going to lose all your money and not pay attention. By the way, if you want to watch these fights, it's a pay-per-view card. MVPs come to the Discord server. You connect your Patreon to the Discord server. They come watch these fights for free. They come watch these fights with me. I provide the commentary. Just letting you know, the room will be full. We can only allow the first 150 on the server. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Good luck, y'all.